I'm here. Sorry I'm late. I know I'm a little bit late, but welcome all, welcome one, welcome two, and all to live stream number 79. Greetings, peeps. Oh man, I'm a little late, like 4 minutes. Sorry, guys. Because I had to go grab something to show you. It's really cool. Let's see who's here. Limelight's here. What's up, Limelight? Hola, Angus. Howdy, everyone, says Mr. Barry. Jack is here. Silverhorse32. Hello, my friend. Radios is here. You didn't get any cameras. Now, so rumor has it, Jeffrey, did you get a camera, or were you just saying you'll have camera in hand as sort of a jokey joke about coffee and a camera? Let's see. Mike is here. Hello, Mike. Mike, very quickly, I have it's not being shown today. Yours is going to be when we come back. I'm not going to touch it because I don't have gloves on, but your 220 film is in there. It's back wound, so it's uncurling. But it's developed, and it's ready to go. And you do have 21, it looks like 21 images on there, which is pretty fascinating to me, because 220 is longer. Oh, yes. Yes. Heidi, 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 ho. Is that a good thing or a bad thing, radios? Probably a good thing, because you're saving some money for another phonograph, right? I got a CB radio and a very pricey shortwave radio. I used to have, I know it's corny, but I used to live in a very rural area. But in the 80s, I had a CB radio in my little pickup truck. Had the big magnet whip antenna on the top, so I could talk to my friends out there and stuff. Yeah, it was long before, Nextels and cell phones. Greetings all. Jeffrey's here. Now, I was just talking about you. Never got the bell until I refresh. Oh, that's a bummer. I don't know why that happens. There's so many little hidden settings sometimes. That could be it. I don't know. I don't know if there's going to be a lot of people here, just because we're in that wacky time zone where we have to change our clocks. So we moved ahead an hour. So I'm wondering if some people are going to think the live stream is at old 2 o'clock, which was 2 o'clock yesterday, was at 3 o'clock today. Make any sense? And by the way, I have this on again. I have it on level 4. If it starts getting funky, you'll have to let me know, and we'll go back to over the air. But in the meantime, in the interim, if it sounds okay, then we'll just leave it. Cecil's here. Hey, buddy. Angus says, radios, I loaded up a Brownie Flash 20 today with a roll of FPP Wolfman 620. Have a bunch of M3 flash bulbs, too, if needed. Ooh. Groovy. That Wolfman stock's interesting. Angus, did the magazine 16 make it to you? Yes, thank you, Barry. Good reminder. Hit the like button when you pop in. Leave a like. Let's try to get those likes up. I want to buy more film for my Brownie Starmite. Get some more film. Is that double perf only? The Starmite, is that 16 millimeter or is that 8? I don't know. Hello to all filmers out there from sunny Arizona. Hey, Jim. It's 78 degrees here currently, Fahrenheit, and partly cloudy, Central Florida. And get another shot at 620. Oh, the Starmite is a medium format then, right? Oh, that's right. The one you used already. I gotcha. Yeah, get some more film. Give it another shot. Finally, decent weather in the land of Oz. Sunny, cold, and terribly windy here. Sorry to hear that, Jeffrey. If I know, nope, the last USPS tracked, it was in Wichita, Kansas on March 5th. 3 minutes late. I know, I'm here. 66 degrees in Mesa. Well, poopy. It'll get there. I have a lot of faith in the USPS. Like everyone, I've been using them for years. And it's very rare that a package doesn't make it eventually. But I bought a Texan S2200X AM/FM shortwave LSB USB airband radio for 455 smackaroonies. I don't know what any of that means, but that's pretty cool. It sounds cool. I've always had good luck with the various FPP620 films. Yeah, they don't usually put junk out, and if they do, they'll say it's experimental. St. Augustine, Florida. That's right, Jack. You're not too far away from me. So I spent too much to get any cameras this week. Mr. Long is quite tardy this afternoon. Yes, yes. Thanks for the reminder. I can always count on Mike for those reminders. 57 and partly clouder here in Ellicott City, Maryland. I like that kind of weather. I really do. No problem. Gracias. Did the film have similar defects to my 220 film? Lighter edges, etc. Did the film... Oh, you mean Mike's film. You know, I haven't scanned it yet. I haven't scanned it yet, Light and Light, so I don't know if that's what you're talking about. Yes, you're talking about Mike's. Probably, it's probably going to have some defects, but as soon as I scan it, I will know more. So I'll scan it this week, and I'll probably send them to Mike first, and then we'll show them in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 2 weeks. We'll be off for 2 weeks, so we'll show it in 3. Just a reminder, there'll be no live stream next Sunday or the Sunday after. Hey, Jim is here from Greece. Hi to all the other side. Mike, I like the video with the cryogenic film. Yeah, that was a lot of fun to experiment with. First of all, I had a lot of fun with Travis and Ren down there in Daytona, running around on Beach Street, getting some coffee and just filming. So we had good times, but thanks so much to my buddy Fred from Kodak that sent me that film. It was a really fun experiment, and I was pleasantly surprised at how well the images came out for 50-year-old Kodachrome shot at box speed. If you haven't seen that video, I just posted it, you guys. And I compared it with a roll of almost identical Kodachrome, also shot at box speed, but not stored properly, as far as I know. And believe me, spoiler alert, it shows. I got a ham radio, guys. Getting into the arguments Friday nights. I'm on my channel. Oh, God. Hey, Charles, how are you? Why do most, if not all, the Bolex 150 cameras look to be in pristine condition considering they are nearly 60 years old? That's a good question, and I agree with you on that. Although I've seen some pretty hacked up ones, but I don't know. That might be one of film's little unknown mysteries. But that's a good question. I have one put away, I guess. I used to keep it out, but it's put away for now. And I absolutely love mine. It takes phantasmic images, by the way, Charles. Beautiful images. And they look really cool, too. They kind of look, I always equate them to the old school Panavision cameras because they have that Panavision gray top. It kind of looks like, you know, the magazine. Vintage Vibe Media, how are you? Thanks for being here. It's 6:20. Yes, I figured that out. Yes. Coolio. Angus says, Film24 loved the old Attic Kodachrome comparison to the Frozen. Yeah, that was fun. That was fun. Europe daylight savings time starts March 30th, so they will 4 hours ahead only. Yeah, okay. So I'm hoping we don't lose too many people today, but luckily we have replay for that. Charles, looks are great, but many Bolex with... Yeah, I have a 155, speaking of what Mike said. My 150 works flawlessly. The 155 doesn't work at all. So they can be quirky. But they look really cool. Sounds like a cool radio. Angus says, Charles Lucas, I got a Shannon 555 XL, which looked unused and mint, but electronics have given up. That's the problem. That's the problem with these. I mean, 50, 60-year-old cameras, and I see them on eBay sometimes listed as brand new or new other, because they don't realize that people did put them back in the box after they were shooting with them. I was one of those people. I liked always to keep my cameras in good condition. So if they used them, they would take it out, use it responsibly, take the film out, put the camera back in the foam packing or in the cellophane or whatever, and then use it next time. But a lot of sellers misrepresent those as brand new, never used. And 99% of them are absolutely used. Flyno, thanks. Hey, Canoptop is here. How are you, Dave? Woohoo! I love film defects. Some of them can look really cool, can't they? Before I go any further, I want to give a huge shout out and thank you to our brand new Filmboy24 member, Moldy Apples. Thank you very much. I really appreciate the support, Moldy Apples. I really do. I haven't seen Moldy Apples in the stream. He or she makes comments on some videos, and I truly do appreciate your support. Jeffrey, no streams for 2 weeks. I know, you got to get out and shoot. That's a good reason to get out and shoot something. Guess I will have to drown my sorrows on eBay. Woo! Is there an acceptable social media platform where we could set up a Filmboy24 chat group? Well, I don't really know. You guys, if those who know me know that I'm not that well versed in social media. I don't post very often on Facebook. I've been trying to do a little better on Instagram, but for that, I don't know. I mean, outside of, I don't really know. Maybe somebody else can chime in. Where's Dave Knopp? He's good at that kind of stuff. Dave, can you answer that? Can you answer that? We could set up a Filmboy24 chat group. That might be fun. I missed the group already. Hope I can make it for 3 weeks. Where's Ben when you need him? Step in, Ben. Have a live stream. Angus, thanks. My birthday will be during those 2 weeks. It was already rare. It was always rare for my birthday to be during a school day, since it was always fell during spring break. Well, happy birthday, Radios. Who else's birthday was it? Sprocket. Sprocket's is coming up right around when mine is. We have similar... I don't know the exact date of his birthday, but I know it's next month, and so is mine. Hooray for replay! Yeah, Jack. I want to buy one of those G-Now spirals after I see you video. Mike, I know you've asked about that before, and I can assure you, it's still down here. I want to get back into that. In fact, I want to do another roll of Pomona Pack 200-foot Super 8. So I will be revisiting that G-Now spiral that was 3D printed for me by Jeffrey, a Jeffrey that hasn't been on here in a while. But I want to do that. I want to revisit that. I had one of the parts break. I found the weak spot on these G-Nows. And if you're not familiar with what Mike's talking about, it's kind of buried down here. He's talking about this 100-foot continuous processing spiral, kind of like the Lomo. This one's a little dusty. This was 3D printed and sent to me. And they did an insanely good job. Insanely good job. This was from Jeffrey. I can't remember his last name, but I'll tell you. Overby, I believe. Yes, from Pixology Digital Studios. Printed that for me. And I've used it a couple times already with good luck. So this is the weak point. These were designed, and I'll get into this in a video, I promise. These were designed and based on the UPB-1A design, which is the 50-foot spiral. It really needed to be designed designed after the actual 100-foot spirals, because this little center post, it's just too weak for this size of a spiral, and this thread just snapped right off. So this either needs to be manufactured in metal, aluminum or stainless steel or something, or it needs to be better. And when I do a video, I'm going to show the difference between all of the spirals, or it just needs to be done and modeled after the actual 100-foot spirals, which this one was not. This was done after the 50-foot spirals. and it's very heavy duty. So this broke, but I used some plastic bond glue. It's made for plastic. I used it on a UPB1A, one of these center posts, and the threads broke off again. So it didn't really bond too well on that. I haven't used this, and it seems to be holding pretty tight. So we'll see. If it doesn't work, the beauty is my UPB1A center post, which I have a couple, also fits that perfectly. Anyway, Mike, that's coming. I promise when I get back, I got a lot of work to do. Let's see. We got a few things to get through. You guys, I got this film. Remember the film we opened last week that was never opened by Mr. Brewer? Well, I scanned it and I have it for you. Discord chat, sign me up. Oh, Discord. I've never had an account with them. I got another non-working 814 auto zoom and it had a roll of Vectrachrome 160 in it. Cleaned the battery contacts and it works great. That's awesome. I love when that happens. Happy birthday in advance. Get some 620 shots of your birthday cake. There you go. I don't care much for film defects every time I have a film. Because every time I had a film with defects make it look awful. Sometimes the defect is just in the wrong spot, too. If I even get a cake, oh, somebody's got to get you a cake, or at least a cupcake. I'm shooting my wifey. I'm shooting my first. You want to say hi? Hi. She's getting yogurt with whipped cream. I'm shooting my first wedding. Oh, your first wedding next weekend. Are you shooting it on film, Jim? Or are you shooting a video? Oh, you know what, guys? Hang on one second. I forgot to plug in my laptop. It's about to die. And we can't have that. Okay. It's plugged in. Way to be prepared. I was not only late, but I was unprepared. Now we're good. All right. With my members. So if you are a member, at some point, I don't know when, and I don't know how I'm going to... Oh, did I disconnect? Because it just said I got reconnected. Let me make sure I didn't... 21 minutes late, 40 minutes early. So I am... Hopefully I'm connected. All right, so I should be back on, guys. Is it back? Okay, we're back. Sorry about that. Yeah, I didn't plug in my laptop. I forgot, and I leave it plugged in because the stream, goes long and the battery doesn't last forever. I'm here. What did it just stop altogether and I was a freeze frame? I don't know what happened. On my end, it just kept going. A Facebook group page is probably the easiest. That's not a bad idea, too. Noptop. That's what's my first thought. My first initial thought. I've never used it. I think I made one post on it. I have a Filmboy24 Facebook page. A Filmboy24 Facebook page. I wonder if, and it's a group page. I wonder if there's a way we can use that somehow. Dave, you and I will talk because that's a good idea. We'll figure that out. A Facebook Messenger group, Angus, yes. Yeah, I have some groups, iPhone groups with my family, but Facebook isn't a bad idea. What's that? Oh. Projector. Looking into it more, we need someone or more folks to administer it. It's not much work. Yeah, you guys look into that and let me know. I'm game. I'm down. I think it would be fun. I got a 3-pack of Ultramax once at an estate sale that expired in 2019, so I had high hopes. Turned out the owner stored it in an attic or garage. Extremely red. That's awful. That's the chances we take, right? Flying O Filmboy24. I already do stuff like this. A facilitator for church and things. If Filmboy24 gives the okay, I'll see about setting one up. I give the okay. Yes, I'm okay with that. Set it up, Angus. Let's see what happens. The worst case Ontario, it just doesn't work, right? And we go a different route. I'm game. Oh no. Yeah, the stream went out for a minute. Sorry, guys. Froze for a few seconds. Okay, thanks, Jim. We're back. We're back. We're back. Very jittery. Okay. But everything's good now, right? How's the audio? Is it sound okay? Better than... I know we talked about it last week, but... Hey, Sprocket's here. Good Easterning. Nice. Pisces, Tuesday, 2 days off from being in Aries. Here's to the Tauruses. Tauruses. Sharing pics and kind of chat would be great. Yeah, it would be cool. Just share whatever we want. Videos, pictures, I think it'd be fun. Audio's good. Thanks, Limelight. Sounds and looks okay. Okay. So, what are we? We're only 26 minutes in. Perf. We got plenty of time. We might even go a little bit long. The mic audio is just fine. Fellow Taurus there. Woohoo, Mikey! You remember that commercial, Mike? You're old enough to remember this. The Life cereal. I got so much slack over the cereal. Now, that's all I'm going to tell you. You tell me the gist of the commercial. Life cereal, and then you'll understand why myself and possibly you got, razzed a little bit about it. Fellow Taurus, yes. Okay, yes, there it is, Mike. I hated it too. It's the age of Aquarius. But the funny thing is I love the cereal. I don't eat it now, but I used to love the cereal. But the commercial, hey, Mikey, you like it? Mikey likes it. My aunt still calls me Mikey. Mikey will eat anything. He hates everything. Guys, I got a brand new camera. All this talk about new cameras, you guys want to see what I got? Remember last week I told you I had a 16 millimeter camera coming? And somebody mentioned, would you get an SR2? No, I didn't get anything like that. But it's a fun looking camera. I got a manual for it, a printed copy manual coming. Because the info on it's very sparse. I probably should have got with Mike. Uh-oh. Did we lose again? Giving away our age, I know. Oh, my age is not hard to figure out. I got Raz about the REM song Man on the Moon. Man on the Moon. I can't sing it too much because I'll get copyrighted. YouTube. I am not goofing on Elvis. So I got a new camera, and I'm really excited to learn how to use it. Thank you, Limelight. I get worried sometimes when I see like, uh-oh. So I should have asked Mike first, Flying O. Maybe anticipation. Maybe he already has one, and maybe he has a manual for it. I don't know. Maybe I should have asked before I spent $26 on a photocopy manual. That's probably going to look crappy. Lyle, there. What? Lyle? Sorry to be late. Miss any projects or films? No, just a bunch of yakety. You missed a quick outage. My laptop just about died, but we got it all fixed. And thanks for being here. You like Kix. Kix was good. Was that the one? Because that didn't have any sugar in it, Kix. Mom's like Kix for what Kix has not. Andy Kaufman. New camera? No, I have it right here. I'm going to show you. Where'd I put it? Oh, it's over here. You ready? They're magically. Picture didn't happen. It's about him as a kid. When all else fails, read the instructions. I'm so not down for instructions. This thing has a lot of weird stuff on it, too. Quisp. All right, you ready? Reese's Puffs. All right, you guys are making me hungry. Not an R16, nothing like that. Dun, 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 dun. And they're not all that common. And it's starting to hurt my arm. They're not all that common. You ready? So I got a vintage piece of cinematic history. Perfect for you. Shabuya. Shabuya. Zeiss Icon. Move Cam. Or Move, what do they call it? The MoveCon 16. Look at that. It's beautiful. I love this camera. Mike, do you have one of these? I know you have about 400 16mm cameras. I gotta hold it with two hands. I don't want to drop it. Look at that thing. Got a couple lenses for it. I'll open it up in a minute and show you the innards. Look at this thing. Big flex. What if that, you know what I mean? Like, there's your photo. Except I don't have any muscles. I did not. Oh, you don't have one. Okay. Whoa. It looks very Bolexy. Yes, it does. Where's my Bolex? Put away. You don't have any, bummer. They're not that, they're a little bit rare. This was loose, the little handle brackets, so I just tightened them down. Holds nice and sturdy. It came with a case. The case, like usual, was kind of rough. The case was in bad condition, but that's okay, because I can make a case for it. I got this on eBay from a seller. He was very, very descriptive, and it was just part of his collection. He said it worked, and it does. Double perf only. It's the only thing I'm not a huge fan of, is it is double perf only, but that's okay. I'm going to leave it as is. I actually made a couple notes that I definitely know about it. I think it's from the mid-50s. I don't have that note, but I'm pretty sure that this came out in like 54 or 55. So it's up there in age, 60-something years now. Is that right? No, 60-something. Yeah, 70 years. 75 years. Yeah, I'm excited to give it. I want to get the manual before I go crazy with it. It's got this little door here on the side. Let me try to do this. Kind of heavy, the camera. Opens up, and there's like a little turn wheel with an arrow. You see it? Once I learn it, I'll probably shoot a video. It has two releases, one here and one up top, right there. One of them is single frame. It's so strange. Like, the bottom one is meant to shoot, right? Oh, there's no wind. The bottom one's meant to shoot the camera. The top one is single frame, but it also will shoot the camera if, I don't know, it's weird. And by the way, it takes 50 times to crank it, 50 turns. It is not reflex, no. It does have Zeiss, I don't know how you pronounce it, Zeiss glass. It has the Tessar, Zeiss Icon Tessar, and it also came with this. It has a 25 and a 50, take that off. It has a 25mm, the Sonar, not Tessar, Carl Zeiss Jenna. The Jenna glass was I think the lower end of the Zeiss glass, but I'm okay with that, don't you fall. So that's the 25mm. There is a tiny, tiny, tiny little mark on the 25mm front element. Or was it this one? No, it's on the 75mm. Just a tiny, tiny, tiny little mark that we'll see. It looks like a little bit of separation or something. No, it comes to a pretty good stop, Mike. I was impressed with it. It didn't really wind down at all. Jeffrey Feingold is here. Hello, everyone. Has the time changed? Or usually night? Yes, we went ahead an hour. I was praying that people were going to get that. And I mentioned that earlier. I feel like we're going to lose some people because of that this week. We went ahead an hour today, early this morning. This is 20. It has 4 filming speeds, 12, 16, 24, and 64. It's definitely not quiet. And it'll go for on 24 frames per second, just over 30 seconds. Oh, did we lose again? It's strange. I hope I didn't lose you guys again, because my computer just, I don't know, it just did something wonky. Sound good though. Don't tell me the president has changed the clocks as well. No, we've always had daylight savings. I don't really like it, but so there's normal filming, and then this one, single frame, back and forth, but it also moves this on the bottom. So watch this. Where are we at? I'm trying to look. So I click this forward. See the bottom one? Each time I do one frame, it moves back and forth. Strange. And then this one, it'll do one frame. It'll go back to single frame if this isn't in the right position. And now it's regular running speed again. It is really freaky. It's a freaky little camera. It's fine. Okay. For some reason, it just, I don't know. I use OBS and it just went off and went to a website. I don't know. It went to YouTube all of a sudden. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, as long as we're good, we're good. As long as we're good, we're good. So like I say, there's a lot of things. There's a couple different counters on it. There's some thumb wheels, some knurled thumb wheels. One here, one here, one here. It came with a little crank here. I'm assuming this is a back wind right here, just like the Bolex has. I do have that crank, but if it's on all the time, then you can't wind the camera because it hits it. It has this normal and maybe somebody, is this German? What? I don't even know. Zeiss German, right? Made in Germany. Does anybody know German? What does it say on the bottom? I don't think you're going to be able to read that. Underneath, it says Einbild. E-I-N-B-I-L-D. E-I-N-B-I-L-D. What does that mean in German? You speak it, Sprocket. Einbild. Einbild. I don't know. There's normal and there's Einbild. Yavo! I'm fascinated by the magnificent engineering and design of these beauties. It says, give it to life. It's on its way. One frame, one picture. Oh! So maybe, okay, normal and then single frame? You know what? We're going to crank it a minute and then we're just going to do it. Ein one build is picture. Okay, so that must be single frame. Thanks, Sprocket. And by the way, we have some more medium format we're going to show today. You know who we got? You guys are going to be excited. We have our good buddy Sprocket, who just told me what Einbild means. And we have Super Cine 100. Super Cine 100. I don't know. I haven't seen Super Cine in the chat. So let's, I hope I'm not going to break this thing. All right, now we're on single frame. Now, my shutter release here is single frame. I just need to send this to Sprocket and have him sort it out. What is this? I don't understand why there's two, though. But, I mean, I'm glad I know what it is now. Hogan. Anyway, and the frame rates seem to work fine. Here's 12. I'm not going to do 64 because probably shouldn't run it that fast with no film in it. But here's 24. I mean, it does change. Yeah, Lyle. So let me show you the inside real quick. There's also, I don't know, there's a little window here too. If you take this little thumb screw out, this thing right here opens and closes a little window inside there. Sprocket. Sprocket. I have Zoo, Z-U, and Off, A-U-F. Zu and off. I don't know what that means. Maybe open, closed. I'm guessing it's open and closed. Zu is closed, maybe? Off, open, A-U-F. Zu equals closed. Thank you, Christian. Off is open. Okay. Well, let's open the camera itself. Very, very compact in here. And it's in fantastic condition. Closed and open. Okay. It's in good... I mean, you know, it's got some cracks to it. You know, to the surface a little bit. To the paint. But overall, look at that. God. And as you can well see, maybe, see the sprocket? You won't be able to see them probably. They're double perf. There's sprockets. I don't know where I'm at. There's 2 rows. They're on the bottom and the top. So single perf film is not going to go in there. Loop rollers, I know. You see them there? There and there. I'm not, like I say, I don't want to fidget too much with these. But you push the button. Pull down. The thread, I'm assuming. Let go. Boom. I don't know. It goes, I got some work to do. No, I haven't, Jeffrey. I haven't shot anything with it because I'm a little bit nervous about messing something up until I can get a manual for it. If the manual comes before I leave, I'm going to take it with me. If it doesn't show up before I leave, then I'm not going to take it with me. This is a Zeiss Icon, Christian, that MoveCon 16. I just got it this week. That just passed. They're not very easy to find, and I found this one in beautiful condition, and I'm really happy with it. So, not like another eBayer I just came across that is a weird. It's a weird little story. I didn't buy anything from him, but he has some found film for $50. And 3 of the rolls, a lot of it's still film, but 3 of the rolls is Super 8. And it looks intriguing. There's stuff writing on it and stuff. And I just sent one question. I said, hi there. Can you by chance tell me if you can see film on the open edges of your Super 8 cartridges? Thanks. I just want to make sure they're not empty. So what does he do? He or she does not respond and just blocks me from being able to buy it. That is the weirdest thing I've ever come across with eBay. I asked a very polite, simple question of a seller, and instead of responding, they just block me from buying it. Now, I have several accounts. I could still buy it if I want. But I just thought that was very odd. Uh-oh, eBay nightmares coming through. Yeah, Entity! I got it. They know that you know. I know. Now I'm nervous. I don't want to buy it now, really. Oops, someone can't be... Yeah. The seller is a fraud. The seller is MartJU39. Just in case you're curious, MartJU39. Go look at the listing. I mean, there's tons of film. There's like 20 rolls, but that just... I don't know. It's just didn't sit well with me. I even emailed him back or messaged him or her back and said, it seems odd, but I asked a question and now I'm blocked. I said, I played dumb and maybe it's something I did. So if I screwed up, then maybe I can just buy it with one of my other accounts. Which we have several eBay accounts in this family, so wouldn't be hard. I did find a manual online, Jeffrey. I'm hoping it's going to be okay. I think it's overseas, but it's the one place that I found that had it. FPP can definitely keep me rolling in double perf, Angus. Definitely. Hey, Matthew's here. Hey, buddy. I missed your chat, but I see it now. Ola from Grand Central Train Station. Where is that? Is that New York? Grand Central Train Station. Is that in New York? I'm so not well versed. I can see them and they see me as well. We are one. Ooh, yeah. How do they compare to the person who wanted big money for a the funny thing is, I don't think there's any comparison. I think the bigger dum-dum is the person that wants $5,000 for a roll of Kodachrome. The Bucket site didn't have any. I wish they did, but that was the first place I looked. The only thing I don't like about their site, I think it's them, is there's a huge watermark in every page, and sometimes it covers some of the good information. I just had 2 eBay bad experience. I know, Jim. You told me about him. The one, that's terrible. For movie cameras, Mike Butkus has helped tremendously. Yeah, I didn't know his name. I know there's Dick Butkus, the football player who I met in person at his house many years ago. But I didn't know his name, this one, but he's helped millions, I'm sure. He's helped me personally. I know what I've got. My price is firm. Salesman selling snake oil. I know, with mold on it. Can't wait to see some footage from that bad boy. Me too. It is New York City. Okay, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. My wife used to live in Philadelphia, and they would take the train to New York sometimes. Hey, Gordon's here. Gordon Webster. Gordon, we have some of your film showing soon. I'm going to do it sooner than later because I always ended up right at the end of the stream, and I don't want to do that. Grand Central Station is gorgeous and featured. Yeah, it's in a lot of movies, isn't it? Yeah. I saw some beautiful 16mm film shot. I like Super 8, but the 16 is so beautiful. I know. Especially if it's processed and scanned properly. Not like mine. Somebody made a comment on one of my videos recently and said something about my 16mm. Funny thing is, they're right. It said this is some of the worst looking 16mm. It's just terrible, and it was just my home processing 3 or 4 years ago, and scanned poorly, and I basically just said, hey, I appreciate, thanks for watching. I just had the seller raise the listing price after I asked a polite question about it. I know, isn't that crazy? I know what I got. That it does. Yeah, Angus, maybe the seller isn't the dum-dum. Maybe it is the person that pays it. I got to know, Mike. Butkus, a decade or more ago. I got to know. Oh, you got to know, Mike. Is he still around? Does he still upload manuals? I'd buy $5,000 to bring back Kodachrome, though. I think collectively we could raise $5,000 to bring it back. Yeah, I'm with you on that. We need a TARDIS. I know. Take it back in time. I've dealt with more problems with estate sales than eBay since I go to those more often. One time, some estate sale employees wanted $800 for a Beazler 67 enlarger. Jesus. Or not Beazler. I don't know how you pronounce it. Bezeler. Popcorn time. Hey, Mike Carter's here. Hey, buddy. If Kodak did bring back their Chrome, you would pay big bucks. Well, it would be like, yeah, you would, Mike. Probably even more than their 100D. Yours is fine. So we can bring back a lot of the film and find them. Yeah, remember that guy, Radios? Yes, he's still active, just not as often. He sounds like a really cool guy, and what a service he provides for nothing. For nothing. Kind of reminds me of Larry Urbanski from Urbanski Film. He's such a nice guy. Now, he has a business. He doesn't provide, this, obviously, film supplies for free, but what a nice guy. All right, listen, almost 50 minutes in, and I know I was 4 or 5 minutes late, so we're only about 45. Let's get to some medium format films. We have 2 people. We have Sprocket and Super Cine. Now, Sprocket, this is random order. Sprocket will do first. Now, let me make something crystal clear. Sprocket's film, remember Sprocket's the one that inspired, or should have inspired, all of us not long ago with his basically self-made 8mm short film that was done on a dime, literally, probably. Hey Ben, how are you, bud? Hello everyone, great to catch the live stream. I always donate $5 or $10 when I get a manual from Butkus. I didn't know you could donate. You see the documentary about the last roll of Kodachrome being developed? I have seen that. I saw that, Sprocket. It's really cool. That was the people at Dwayne's, I believe, right? Selling ice on eBay for ideal for the collector of water. Hey, Lyndon, how are you? The name of the state sale worked out though because I convinced the employees that a Schneider Canon, Companon S 50mm f2.8 and larger lens was worth $30. Couple of dimes, yeah. So here we go. We're going to get Sprocket's medium format. Now he had 127 film, and I sent 2 rolls of that out. One to Sprocket and one to Rich, who's on here occasionally. And I hope he's fine. I hope he's doing well. We haven't seen Rich's yet, but now, reminder, Sprocket's film expired in 1969. And we don't know how it was stored, but thanks to Gordon, who gave me all the film, I was able to distribute it to people worldwide. So Sprocket's film was from 1969. I'm not going to give you a lot of information on what he used to shoot it and whatnot. There's 8 images. It's in a video format, but he puts information on each frame like we had a couple weeks ago. So it's easy. Only 18 thumbs up. Come on, people. So I don't really need to tell you much more about it. The only thing I really need to do is turn off the lights, and let's show you what Sprocket did with his camera from 1917. 1917. Over 100-year-old camera, Kodak Vest Pocket Autographic. Here is Sprocket's 127 film. Lights, please. That was cool. It was creepy, eerie, and I love these silhouette nature of that roll of film. Some of the photos that some people might look at and go, all right, it's just a film frame with a lot of a dark space and a shadow. But to those of us that know, that is really cool. And we got a couple selfies in there from him too. Really good job. Really good job, Sprocket. I mean, you remember what he had to work with. Remember what he had to work with. A 55-year-old roll of film. Man, that was amazing. Definitely needs to crank up the exposure next time. Still, though, the old-time look is very nice. I just like the eerie feel of it. The eerie, creepy. Love that camera and the look. Very moody and stylish. Again, amazing that ancient cameras and film can grab images. Isn't it something? Isn't it something? You'd shoot it at ISO 5. You just never know. You got one shot at it, and if you start bracketing 127 film with 8 shots, and you're going to get 3 pictures or 2 pictures out of it. And you can't do that. So, isn't that something, Jeffrey? 55-year-old film and a 100-year-old camera, over a 100-year-old camera. Honestly, I'm just impressed that we got any latency out of those at all. Yeah, some swamp pictures. You guys can probably hear me drinking, can't you? This microphone picks up everything. Great job, Sprocket. There was something else I wanted to talk to you guys about really quick. Oh, I got a fun video coming. Hey, there's my buddy, Dad Hero. Pretty cool, Steven. Pretty cool, Steven. Dad Hero 43. Your dad was a hero. He was a hero to a lot of people. How are you, Bobby? Good to see you, buddy. 3377 film definitely would fit well for these old-time cameras, too. ISO 25 should be about right. Yeah, I don't know what the ISO was of that particular roll, either 200 or I think 320 for some of that from that era. 200, 320, or 400, but I want to say 320. So yeah, 25 may have done it. Pretty cool, Steven. Really great look. I hope my stuff is good with a plastic 120 camera. Is that the Holga, Matthew? I like those. I like the images they produce. 127 film, fantastic. Yes, that's what's 127 film. Medium, small to medium format. No pinholes in the bellows. Nope. I think I have a Kodak camera like that, but the bellows are shot. Need to replace them. Duct tape. Oh boy. Looking at this camera. So I got a project I'm working on. I'm hoping to have it out within the next 2 weeks. So I bought a roll of film. Speaking of old film, I bought this 16 millimeter magazine film, right? From the Ideal Film Company. Ideal Film and Supply Company. It has, I don't want to get too crazy because I shot part of the video on this already. It has developed before. It's sealed, by the way. Well, I should say it was sealed. That, you won't be able to read it, but it says develop before February of 1949. 1949. Developed before February of 1949. So, I'm doing an unboxing, shooting, develop, and show all in one video. So I've already unboxed this, and I'm going to shoot it in this. And my wife and I are going to go either today or tomorrow and shoot it. And we're going to sort of document the shooting of it quickly. So I have a quick intro and then a quick close-up of unboxing the film, and I show all the different sides of it. It was definitely sealed. Without giving too much away, I don't know exactly what kind of film it is. It's panchromatic, so it's black and white film. It is probably something like Super X from back day the Inn, but I don't know. I'm not 100% sure. I don't know exactly how I'm going to shoot it. I may end up having to just open the lens all the way up and shoot it. I might have to just open the lens up and shoot it. And that's what I probably will do. ISO 0.5. I mean, that's not probably it. But it is black and white film by nature. So we have a much better chance of getting something out of it. So it's going to be a fun experiment. Opening this, what is that, 80-year-old, 78-year-old film, because it's probably from 1947. Opening a roll of 78-year-old film on camera. And then on camera, we're going to go shoot it, and then I'm going to process it, and then I'm going to show it, hopefully. That packaging, I've never seen that before. Look at that. Look at the back. You just write your address on it, processing included. Put a stamp on it. You just put a stamp on it. Reversible safety film. Isn't that something? So keep your fingers crossed on that one. And stand process in an hour. I don't know if I'm going to do that or not, Michael. I might. Older than my mom. Yeah, I'm guessing that was manufactured sometime in... Well, you know what? You guys are my live stream folks. So I'm going to show you. It does have a stamp on the cartridge itself. It's a military cartridge, which is interesting. It says this magazine is a property of the U.S. government. Great, they're looking for me now. But on the top, I think as you reloaded it, you could just stamp or write in the date. So I don't know how accurate this is or if it's been reloaded already, even past what's on here. October 1944 is what's stamped right there. I kind of wish it was already exposed, if I'm being totally honest. Wouldn't that be awesome? And there's a little paper in here because it's kind of stuck on 45 feet instead of 50, right? This counter should read 50. But this paper says, and it's typed from a little typewriter, this magazine contains 50 feet of 16 millimeter film, which will be processed by us free of charge if returned in this magazine. The footage counter reads only 45 feet due to the fact that this magazine was originally made to hold aerial film, which has a thicker base. The actual footage of the present contents is slightly over 50 feet. Ideal Film and Supply Company Incorporated, New York, 19, New York. All right, so there. Real sneak peek. So that's coming at some point. I'm going to try to have the video done before we leave to go away. Debonair. Matthew says, I actually have one of those FPP plastic fantastic cameras similar to... Oh, you do? Okay. I want to see how that turns out. Oh, 400 was for the roll film and 320 for the sheet film. Not sure. I thought somebody told me theirs was 320 that I sent them, but definitely not the 120 film. Cleaning just works. Aerial film. I know. Aerial gun cam. I honestly didn't know that the magazines were made differently. I didn't know that, or how they were made differently for aerial film. Rodinal 1 to 100, 1 hour, room temp. I don't have any Rodinal, Michael, but I might have to look and see what the equivalent would be for HC110 or D76, or Ectol, or I have those, but I don't have Rodinal. For a gun camera, probably was, Ben. I think it originally was. Here, Elon Musk and Doge knocking at your door now. Are you going to send it to them? Antiquarian. You're going to send it to them for development? Or oh, boy. I should just send it to them, right? See where it goes. Their zip code is 19. Looks like a cigar box. It does. Oh boy. Be sure to let the moss out before you shoot the magazine. All right, you guys ready to see another roll of medium format? Let's check it out. Let's check it out. Up to bat next. I don't see him in the chat. I haven't seen him yet. Pacific Theater 1944 is Super Cine 100. He shot a roll of 120 film. 120 film. And he actually, I'm not going to show it, but he gave me a nice email with a bunch of notes. So we'll go over his notes right after the film. I just printed the email. But we do have, oh, Eve, just in time, Super Cine 100 is here. Fogs the film a bit. I didn't know that, Limelight. I don't usually do stand development, so I'm going to keep that in mind. Maybe I'll do a test strip and see. Good. The beauty with HC110 is it's kind of a more anti-fog developer, but that's good to know. So you are just in time to see your images that you've already seen. So we have Limelight 100, Limelight 100, And Limelight 100 is coming up next. I think that it's going to start right when we go. He used a Rolleiflex f2.8 DBGM twin lens reflex. We have 11 photos. There's 12 in all. There's 12 in all because the first photo is what a lot of people have done, and they take a photo of the camera and give some information. So let's do this first. Let's go ahead and we're going to showcase his film. And then we'll talk about it. You ready? I wish I had a Rolleiflex. Ooh, a Rolly, nice. All right, here we go. Lights, Super Cine, action. Or maybe you're, it's out of order. Maybe you're, these are, oh, you know what? Starting over. Was out of order. Here we go. There it is, Mike. In the UK. These images came out really, really good. He owns that sheep, by the way. Look at this. Look at the 4008. I'm smirking from ear to ear. Those came out really good. Really good. Nicely done. So there's a couple of notes. The sheep belong to them. That's their sheep. The lake supplies water to Liverpool from mid-Wales, in case you didn't know. This was from 1987, Tri-X. Yes, Angus. Yes, these were really cool notes. Too cool to not share. I love those dead trees, you know that. The hand sculpture, which I find really fascinating, is a redwood tree that was damaged in a storm and carved into a hand shape. What is the sheep's name? The fallen chopped tree fell in a storm last December and missed their house by about 10 feet. I took the pictures of his Beaulieu 4008. Close focus with the Rolly. Great job. I mean, they're in a rural location in a homestead of 6 acres surrounded by forest. They run a camping business. I don't know if you are you okay with me mentioning this? I don't think you would have sent all this to me if you didn't. If you weren't okay with it. Sheep is called 13. There's nothing odd about that. Maybe it was the 13th sheep that you bought or something. Oh man, you're in the camping business is in Matilda's Field, in a forest called Matilda's Field. The village is called, and he even tells me how to pronounce it because he knew I would butcher it. Lanuthen? Lanuthen? Did I say it right? Lanuthen. Is that near Elan Valley? Lanuthen? And the lake is called, let me pronounce it, Vernwy. Vernwy. Did I do it right? Well, hello, Dolly. That was really fun. You said it right. Yes. Finally got something right. Really well done, Super Cine. I'm so glad that we did this project. Really glad, because the diversity amongst the photos is insane. The sheep is a liar. So here's what we're down to. I've been keeping notes. Here's what we're down to. And this is not calling anyone out. This is just saying what's left. It's the 13th sheep. When I count them, I recognize it instantly. Is that what it is? When you're counting sheep, it's the 13th one. Yeah, well done, Super Cine. Weller said it in a movie. So many sheep jokes. So here's where we're at. Here's the films that we still have yet to show of the 17 that I sent out. We have Matthew, our good buddy Matthew, from Matthew 42nd Street. We have Flying O, and I have his film right here. I just need to scan it. So Mike's will be up to bat in 3 weeks when we return to our live stream. We have Entity, who I know is here. We have not shown Entity's film yet. I don't have Entity's film. And we still need Jeffrey Feingold, and I know Jeffrey's here. And Rich M. That's who we have left. So we have 6 films to show. So 3 more live streams worth. So if I called your name, get your film in whenever you can. You got 3 more weeks before our next live stream. 2 weeks off, Jim, but it'll be 3 weeks for the next one. How will you survive? And don't leave because we're not done yet. We're not done yet. I want to show you guys a cool film. And hopefully my European brethren will recognize some of this. We're back to this. This is Funky Found Film. 2 weeks of me in my bunker. Antiquarian, not being a still photographer. What percentage of the quality of the picture is dependent on the camera? The quality of the photo is more dependent, in my opinion, on the quality of the lens than it is the camera. Although I think the camera does play a small role. I think the lens is more important. But there's so many variables. So many. And when I say variables, there's a lot of things that the camera can do for you if you know how to do it. Measuring the exposure. Getting the focus right. And there's things after the picture is taken as well. Like the development and the scanning. There's so many different variables. Jeffrey, no, I haven't gotten yours. Taken and processed but need to be scanned. Do I have detention? Yes, it's like I tell Piper all the time when she does something not good. Time out, 10 seconds, right there. I don't even think we're up to 10 seconds yet. I think it's more like 4 seconds. I have good girls. I can't complain. They just have never given us trouble, ever. I don't know where that came from. I just wanted to say it. Finishing up the last of mine this week. Had to choose what to shoot. That's okay. No, don't hurry. Just we're going to be without a live stream for 2 weeks. So when you can. I love black and white photos. Me too. I like them a lot, Jack. Shot at 160. Okay, it was shot at 160 ISO, developing HC 110 for 7 minutes. Perfect. Perfect. Old projector. Yes, radios. That's the one. So you guys remember these? We did the 3 Disneys over the previous 3 live streams. And then we had 4 films. We had 4 films that had never been opened by the people that sent them to Kodak for processing. You remember that? 4 films. If you weren't here, you know, if you guys have been living under a tree. I got these all backwards now. Okay. If you guys weren't here, I have a bunch of films that were shot by somebody in the 70s, early 70s, a bunch. It's not uncommon, and 3 of them were from Disney World, which we've shown on live streams. Well, these 4 were returned to the original owners in 1971, but never opened by those original owners. Some of them were, but these 4 never were. So last week we opened this one live, right here. And I even tried looking to see if I could figure out what it was, but I couldn't figure it out. But I do know now. And it's been scanned, and it's Kodachrome. And oddly, there is some specks of dust and whatnot on it. Maybe that's because it's been sitting here for 55 years in this box, but sealed. But you know how dust creeps its way in. But I have it for you, and we're going to see it in about 30 seconds. As soon as I catch up, we're going to watch that film. The eye of the photographer is what makes a picture. Yes, as far as the creativity of the photo, I agree 100%. But I think they were talking more about the mechanics of the photo. Lens for sharpness, camera for exposure, film. Yes, Angus, all of that. Camera list of pros. Reliability on the camera list of pros. Yes, reliability on the camera. Oh, Mike, just wait till they start dating. My oldest already is. Yes, she'll be 16 this year. So, but this is the like. Did you talk to your boyfriend? We looked at each other. You know. I like black and white, but I really want to get into color printing. It's so funny you mentioned that, Limelight. I just pulled out in the garage. I pulled out my Besseler enlarger yesterday. Popcorn time, yes. Oh man, with the Kodachrome box, I thought it was plastic. Leave it to Limelight. Limelight, I gotta give you guys nicknames. You and Mike O. Always messing with me. Same here. My color experience has been less than stellar. Hey, Cecil. All right, here we go, kids. Man, I love this group and live stream. I do too, Lyle. I really, really do. It goes so quickly. I haven't been getting good. Which I think I might have even. Hold on. Which enlarger? I can't. It's been in the garage for a long time. Way too long, probably. Oh man. I took a picture of the tag. I don't know. I can't remember. It's a small one. I can't remember what model it is. This doesn't tell me anything. But this is exciting. My wife and Piper in the tree. This is the tag. You can kind of tell how old, how long it's been since I've used it. Never. Yeah, you can't see it. It's too bright. Yeah, it's tough to see. The box was a little bit messed up. But. Catalog 3502 maybe? I don't remember, honestly. Anyway, maybe the 35. It's the small one. No, it's not a 67. I have a Russian enlarger with a big light bulb. Haven't got the darkroom ready to use it, but will soon. Yeah, you got to kind of get everything all set up. The Omega D2V from the Last Camera Shop in Wichita, which closed the shop. $10 with various lenses and accessories. Wow, that's a deal. All right, let's find out what's on this roll of film that this family has never seen. The Brewer family has never seen their film. Sad, because I think they would have wanted to see this. I think they would have wanted to see this. It's sad. So let's get the lights. You guys got your popcorn? We're going to wrap it up here in just a couple minutes, but we're going to watch this film. Here it is. It is sad, radios. A little bit of vignetting. I'm guessing they had a lens hood when you zoomed all the way out. You'll know where it's at here. Well, if you don't know already, you'll know now. I have looked a little bit, Jim, but probably not to the degree I should. Angus. Las Vegas, not Las Vegas. There it is, Jeffrey. Paris. Look at this camera this guy's holding. Did I already miss it? There's a guy holding a Bolex 8mm movie camera that I wasn't paying attention. But maybe we already passed it. Maybe we didn't. The Egyptian needle. Is that what that was? A little bit blue, the film. It was even worse, but I corrected a little bit. But it's still a little blue in the highlights back there, in the shadows and whatnot. Oh, I want it. I know. Kodachrome makes me melt. I know. It's amazing. Look at the yellow bus. Could be a filter. Yeah, I don't know. You start to see it more when they zoom out, so I'm guessing it was a lens hood, but the vignetting on the bottom. Yes, early 70s, Angus. Well, developed in 71. I know, Mike. That's my point. Somebody needs to see this. And then you're going to see a lovely little couple here, smooching. 18, yes, Christian. My wife has been. I have never been. Oh, that's awesome, Jeffrey. I would have loved to have been able to do that. Lucky you, Cecil. No rolling shutter. There they are. Before the fire. Notre Dame before the fire. That's it. Did we miss the Bolex guy? Hold on. There's a Bolex guy. We'll get to him. I don't know if you guys... There he is. Look at this. Look at this camera. I'm trying to get a still shot. Like a DS8 or one of those right there that he's holding. Watch this. Pretty cool. Yeah, it's amazing that a C8 maybe, yeah. It's amazing that they never got to see that. No scratches, no burnt frames, nothing. And the, overall the dust was at a minimum. A minimum. Isn't that incredible? Maybe we do need to find out if there's some offspring or whatnot. I mean, I guess I don't have a problem showing. What are we gonna? Probably on eBay, yeah. Well shot, not too much panning. Everything so far, even the Disney ones, have been well shot. So obviously somebody knew what they were doing. Isn't it, Christian? That architecture is fascinating to me. I would love to go check it out. I really, really would. No hair on the film? Yeah. We're not getting deets. Remember that goofball deets or whatever that... Yeah. It's odd that they were never opened. Very odd. So what we're going to do, we're going to keep going. We're going to keep going. It's a lost art. What we're going to do is, these are the other three. And when we get down to one, we're going to debate on whether or not I'm going to open it or not yet. These are the other three. And what I mean by not open, if you weren't here last week, there's a band that's put on across with, and then first class, that seals this. This is what's actually sent to the customer. They would get it in the mailbox just like this. So this is still factory sealed from whoever originally processed and put this label on. So we're going to open one right here, right now. It was a B-roll and not family. Email me the name, address on the box. I will track them down. Well, yeah, I will. It's from Indiana. I will. I will, Angus. Angus, will you send me an email and remind me? 70s air trapped in the box. There could be a 70s air. All I can imagine is a death in the family, like Dad shot these, but he's gone now, so can't do it. I mean, that's very, very possible. It'd be neat to see, but the funny thing is, the Disney ones are from April of 72, and they've been opened and viewed. The ones from July of 71, earlier, have not. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to do it just like we did before. Is that going to stand up? Doesn't really matter. You guys can see those. Okay. Get on your mark. Get by your keyboard. Get on your mark. 1, 2, 3. On your mark. Get set. Go. 1, 2, or 3. 1, 2, or 3. 2, 2, 3. We have 3 threes, 3 ones, 3 twos, 3, 3, 2. Did 2 win? All right. All right. All right, that's enough. We'll just look back. All right, Sprocket, did you already... Where were you? Sprocket said 3. Okay, so 1, 3. What are we doing? All right. 2 threes, 2 ones, 1, 2, 2. All right, that's 2 of everything. 3 threes, 3 threes and 3 ones, 3 threes, 3 ones, 3 twos. And then Mike jumped in there with a 2 and a 2, so it got to 5 twos. I think we're going to go with 2. What was the point of that? It was just fun. We'll go with number 2. Number 2. Hold on, let me get my little... I got a little cutter knife. Hold on. Because I don't really want to tear up the box. So we'll just cut her right open. 19. 19. Yeah, the average age of it. All right, here we go. Here we go. We're going to cut open number 2 nice and carefully. Number 5, Alive. Name the movie. Number 5, Alive. Bonnie, where you been? We should have done a poll. Maybe I'll do a poll for the last one. Because we have 2 left. All right, so there's that. Don't want to tear up the box. So what do? Tear up the box. This belongs to the family. Okay, guys, let's make a prediction on Loki. Yeah, why don't we do that? That'll be fun. What do you guys think is going to be on it? You don't even if you, maybe just, although they're all the same. This is July 23rd. The one you guys just watched was sent on July 14th of 71. This one was sent on July 23rd of 71. And just for reference, the other 2, July 24th, July 22nd. So all around the same time. I mean, I'm going to guess. Obviously, I haven't seen it. And there is some dust in there. I'm going to guess it's still in Europe. That's my guess. Because I'm going to guess that they took all of these with them. You say DC. Okay. Washington. More Euro places. I'm with you on that one, Radios. I'm just guessing. Rick, will you stop, Bonnie? European vacation. Big sniff on the 70s air. And there's no vinegar, no nothing. I like that. More Paris, Miami Beach. There you go, Jack, maybe. Nah, they filmed at home. Oh, boy. If it's a bit of an oh, boy, well, I'll try to show you some clips that are not oh, boy in it. Which it won't be. Does the rubber band have the thumb tab? It does. They both did. It does. I like those. I wish they were easier to find now. No, they filmed at home. Italy or something. Could be London. Could be. I'm guessing still Paris. I think they went over there and they just had a blast and they took their Super 8 camera and what did Sprocket say? It's still Paris, but everything is upside down like in Stranger Things. The Upside Down. DC, the Nickel Tour. That thumb tab is very helpful. Yeah, trying to use your pinky to dig out the... All right, I'm going to do like I did last week. I'm going to take the band off, and I'm just going to unwind just a tiny bit. It is Super 8, yes. Just a little. Okay, I don't know 100%, but I'll just say right now, the very first image kind of looks like a monument of some sort. It kind of looks like a monument of some sort. That's all I can say, because that's all I really know. But we'll have the results. We are going to have the results of this on our next live stream. Very next live stream, which will be, mark your calendars, mark your calendars. May 30th is our next live stream. May 30th, next live stream. Yeah, I marked the boxes, so when I scan them, I can go back to them if I have to. Next live stream is the 30th. Kodak really made a huge impact on all our lives, still, and movie. I mean, what we do without these memories. Look for the Arc de Triomphe. March 30th. March 30th is our next live stream. Realize now, but if these were taken in the early 70s, then the guy with the Bolex 88 was definitely getting his money's worth with that camera. Yeah, you're not kidding. Sadly, he's probably, well, he could be around still, right? Could be. There's somebody from this family that's still around. There has to be. You know what's funny? Their last name is Brewer, and they're from Indiana. Now, my family used to live in Indiana. My older brother, the magician, he dated a girl, not in the 70s, because we're not quite old enough for that, but he dated a girl in the late 70s, early 80s, late 70s, I think. Last name was Brewer in Indiana. I know that there's lots of Brewers, but a little bit coincidental. Did I say May? I meant March. I meant March, guys. Yes, March 30th. I said May. Yeah. They both start with M-A. A monumental cliffhanger. Yes. Yes. Yeah, you guys are letting me know it. May, not May, not May, not May. Woo! March. Yes, March. Yes. Thank you, Christian. Even if the owners of the film's own projector broke down, I'm sure they would want to see the films, even in a few months later. Yeah, for sure. See you, Mike. Great show as ever. Thank you, Ben. Appreciate it. After Projecto fixed. Later. Guys, listen, I had a lot of fun. This might well be the longest stream we've ever done. It's an hour and 33 minutes in. My psychologist said May. September? It is March 30th, guys. I will see everybody March 30th, 2 p.m. Eastern Time. We're on the funky daylight savings time, so check Eastern Time before you tune in. Hit the like button on your way out. I would really appreciate it. Thanks again to all my wonderful, beautiful members. I really appreciate you. I'm going to try to do a live stream from my phone while I'm in Indiana. So keep an eye out. Keep an eye out. Piper, you want to say goodbye? Keep an eye out. She's chewing on something. What are you eating?
The fish that you gave me.
Say, we'll see you guys on March 30th. Say March 30th, not May. I said May. I know, I made a mistake and I said May. You know, I said May.
See you guys on March 30th.
March 30th.
Not May.
All right, guys. Thank you guys so much. And I will, we will see you. Maybe you can pop in on my members only live stream from Indiana. Do you want to do a live stream in Indiana on my phone? We'll do a quick one just for the members. Wouldn't that be fun?
Wait, how are you going to do it on your phone?
Isn't it going to be fun? We're going to experiment.
Oh.
We're going to experiment. Yeah. Happy birthday to everybody that's got a birthday coming up. Hey, Dethroner X is here. Hey, Dethroner. Happy birthday, Piper. Or hi, Piper. Bye, gang. Guys, we'll see you all on the 30th. Members, hopefully I'll see you next week. Not this coming week, but next week on a live stream. So keep an eye out. I'll try to leave it up for a while so it's going. It might just be me and Piper. So, but I will see everybody on the 30th. Love you guys like family, I really do. Thank you all. Peace. Peace.